Okay, let's roll. So I just wanted to start with saying thank you for joining us, Marshall. You're a rock star. We appreciate you joining. Yep, you're still here. We appreciate you I can't say it today. Joining our sister circle. That's a mouthful for me, but thank you for holding in that space. He's gone now, which is fine. But we wanted to open up with a prayer today, and I'm going to keep it simple. I just want to hold space for us and just set some protection. I just want to call in Archangel Michael. I want to call in Archangel Raphael. I always love working with Archangel Metatron, and I work with Saint Germain with the Violet Flame. I call in all that is of the utmost highest good to please be here with us now. Please provide us with the utmost protection for all lower energies and entities, and let today's energy just really transmute through people's hearts, bodies, mind, and soul, so that way they may receive what it is that they need the most today. And so it is. Amen. All right. So I guess introductions. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I'll let you start and then I'll go. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you don't know me, my name is Natana. I am a massage therapist for, almost 16 years now. And along with being a massage therapist, I work with energy and I also work with women, just mentoring. One of the ways that I do mentoring is through body movement and encouraging people to be in their bodies regardless of trauma or injury. And currently I'm working with Beachbody and doing mentoring, and that is one of the reasons that I'm hosting this new moon ceremony tonight. This is Jana, and I'm going to let her take it away.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Jana, and I am currently, I work with animals, a smaller animals here at the sanctuary, and I also play crystal bowls, and I am a flower essence practitioner. And so that's a lot, but anyway, I just wanted to say that. So yeah, I'm here now, so I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. Thank you, Jana. I appreciate Jana. She and I met in 2015. We met at a women's retreat in Hawaii. She was actually the first person that I talked to at the retreat, and we bonded over the energies that have to do with like Mount Shasta. So Lemuria, Mu, Atlantis, and Jenna actually lives in Mount Shasta now, and I am 90 minutes away from her. So I thought, how awesome is it that we got to find our way back towards each other from something that actually bonded us together from the beginning.
That is very true.
Yeah. So Jenna has been working out with me lately. It's been awesome, and I appreciate her supporting me and herself, honestly, showing up for herself and loving herself and giving her what she needs. And that's just, I think, probably some strength, but I don't want to put words in your mouth, you know?
You're definitely correct.
So I guess I'll roll into talking a little bit about the Capricorn new moon, since it is the Capricorn new moon. Happy winter solstice, happy Yule, Merry Christmas, everybody. I thought I would toss that out there. But I did find some nice key points to talk about when it comes to the new moon in Capricorn and what is it really good for. So the first thing I wanted to say, because I was listening to another astrologer and they had brought up the fact that we actually had a Capricorn new moon in the beginning of the year in January. And we had a lot of similar aspects going on in January that we have now. It's just slightly different. And I feel like it's really fitting that we're wrapping up this year with this same energy new moon of what we started. So it's like you had the new moon in the beginning of the year. 6 months after that, we had some sort of revelation about that new moon, or excuse me, that new moon. And then another 6 months after that, here we are back at this revisit and recreation of this Capricorn energy. So Capricorn energy is good for creating a plan, making it conscious, making it specific and realistically achievable. So like I'm about to finish week 3 of my Fire and Flow workouts. So I'm doing something that I know is achievable because it's a program that I could actually move my body, right? Like that's achievable. I can do it. I could move my body still. If I was crippled, maybe I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? But like I can. So I'm picking things this new moon that actually are tangible, right? We want to kind of, I don't want to say like lower hanging fruit, but that's kind of how it makes me feel, like the lower hanging fruit, things that you know that are consistent that you can get. So beginning things is a Capricorn energy, or taking on projects that require little to extra discipline or foresight. So really keeping it simple, keeping it base, keeping it to where you could almost do like autopilot. Because again, the whole point of, I feel like that energy is to do, not to be exquisite, not to be grandeur, not to overdo, but just to make sure something is done. Organizing things is a big part of Capricorn energy, whether in a whether it's on the calendar or your environment, or those the drawers. So whether it's your clothes, your environment, your calendar, your emails, get it organized. If it's like notifications on your phone that you can't handle and it's making you stir crazy, just take care of it. It's something that's basic that you can get done, get it done. If you just want to throw out some stuff, throw it out, make it happen. This is the energy to do it. That's what Capricorn is supporting you with. Capricorn is also good for looking for positive ways to manage your time. Create a realistic and manageable schedule. Capricorn's like daddy's school. He's like, get it together. You know, I'm your teacher kind of in this way of functioning in the world. So he's wanting you to create a realistic and manageable schedule. Use an online calendar with reminders. I really like to put it in the phone and have a reminder. I like to write it down on a calendar as well, tangibly, because something about writing, I feel, creates memory in the body, you know, better reminders. My foot's going numb. I need to move. Sorry, guys. Capricorn is good for seeking advice, either from people you respect or experienced professionals, elders, wiser who have been there and done it already. You know, don't be afraid to ask for the support that you need. It's funny, it came to me, it made me think of like tax season because we are coming into the new year. And people who have easy taxes get their taxes done in January because it's fast, you know. So it's like flashing in me as well. Like, ask if you're doing taxes and it's your first time, like doing a small business or something like that, never be afraid to ask people who have already gone through it for support. Um, Currently, Mercury has stationed, well, not yet, it will station on the 29th. So with Mercury stationing on the 29th for its retrograde phase, this could be a good time to revise, reassess certain family tradition or rules, perhaps even passing the torch of traditions and or responsibilities to someone else, which is nice because it's interesting. Like Capricorn new moon is about bringing in newness, but part of bringing in newness sometimes is letting go of things, and often we do need to let go of things to make space for new. And that reminds me again more of that Capricorn energy of like organizing, throwing away things. The more that we can hone in on the small little details every day, the more space we actually have to create with and provide ourselves. So I really like that. But that's just a little bit of a share of the Capricorn energy, what you can expect, how to use it, and really use it to your biggest advantage. So I don't know if there's anything you want to add, Jana, or if you just want to roll into meditation.
Sure, we can roll into meditation.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, okay, so let's begin by closing our eyes and see what comes up and see if we see anything in our third eye. Open. Let's see. Let's come and receiving.
You just like instantly put me at peace. That was so awesome. Thank you.
Welcome.
Um, I was seeing the color green all around me. I still have goosebumps, and
Oh.
yeah, I just feel instantly like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a river just ran through me almost, like I'm open. I don't know. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that.
I'm just very grateful that you thought about me.
Of course. Oh, Marshall says we need to get a gong to finish after that. That's a good.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to pull up our PDF here. So I don't know if you know, Marshall, but on the event page, the main page of the event page, maybe I put it in the event page. I think I did. There's a link in there. It's a PDF link if you want to follow along. But if not, I'll just read it out loud. But it's a new moon guide, essentially, in Capricorn. And it just tells you what tools are best to use for the new moon and asks you a little bit of journaling questions. So it's there for you to use if you like. But what do you think, Jenna? Should I just kind of read through it or?
Yeah. I can't get to it, but
Okay.
on my end, you're welcome to. Yeah, go ahead and read it,
I
please.
will read it then. All right. Capricorn new moon. The new moon is the beginning of the waxing phase and of the entire lunar cycle. This is the most potent time to initiate new ideas, projects, and all kinds of new beginnings. The dark moon is full of possibilities. You don't need to know how things will unfold. You just need to take action to get it started. Plant the seeds of your intentions for success. Gather your tools. The best tools for this Capricorn new moon are black onyx, malachite, and black tourmaline stones. The best herbs are thyme and sarsaparilla. Interesting. Oils are black poppy and can calendula.
Oh
Calen
yeah.
Calendula. I've never heard of that one before.
Is that an oil?
It's yeah,
Oh.
it's a flower. It says oils, but it's a plant. Um, and then it gives you a space to add something of your own. It says something to make this your own. Add in your own magic there. Okay. So the first question: the new moon is a clean slate. What are you leaving behind this moon cycle? See, I told you. We always got to let go of something to make room for something new. It's a spicy smelling oil, Marshall says.
Ah, okay, okay.
Okay.
Huh.
Hmm. What am I leaving behind this new moon? That's a loaded question.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm leaving behind excuses because I have a crap ton of them.
Mm. I guess what I'm leaving behind. I feel like I'm just ready to um, not actually leave things behind, but actually go into what I am capable of. Like I want to bring that into my being, I guess. Like I guess what is letting go of the old and then the new. That situation.
It's like shedding your skin almost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice. So, what intentions can you set for achieving true success and satisfaction? What intentions can you set for achieving true success and satisfaction?
I think for me it would be getting people like getting people more involved with my work, like
Building.
getting more building the the essences, the crystal essences, and everything, that kind of situation, like bringing that bringing that's the main part, is bringing that into it.
Connecting to people and creating your community.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. She just bit me.
Oh,
what, what intentions can I set for achieving true success and satisfaction? Again, just man, the intention that would need to be set is my intention to have more confidence in myself, like baseline, basic, just that people want to work with me, right? And I want to work with people. So
exactly.
that's my intention, is I have what people need, and you know it's reciprocal.
It,
I
yeah.
don't know if I'm saying it right, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
you get me.
And for me, I was gonna say, even for me to even to do this, I'm shy, but getting more up into that, just trying to get more of that, I guess.
No, I completely understand. Like, it doesn't matter how many times I could get on and do a live or record a video or talk in front of people. Every time it's just stressful slightly because you just never know what's going to happen.
Exactly. And on top of that, I think I'm the only one on the other end, just talking to myself. It's like I'm only talking to myself. Literally.
You're just talking to yourself. It's okay. At least you showed up. No excuses, right?
Right, right.
That's how I look at it. And I value you. I appreciate you. I'm so proud of you. Like, you're doing awesome.
Thank you.
Marshall says he's back. Oh, you're so sweet. You don't have to tell me. So, Marshall, you just missed two of the questions. The first two questions are, what are you leaving behind this moon cycle? And then, what intention can you set for achieving true success and satisfaction? And that's the one Janet and I were just chit-chatting about on, kind of more how it's easy to feel the struggle of our setbacks rather than like the intention for our success, which is normal. But that's what we were chit-chatting about. So the second part of the journaling prompt states, when the moon transits Capricorn, you may feel alone and at elevation, because that's how dear Capricorn spends most of their days, on a solitary path with only her ambition to guide her. When the moon loses her light in this sign, she uses her watery magic to illuminate the path towards service, conviction, and truth. Her, Luna, does her best to facilitate flow for the purpose of expanding the empire, opening her energetic arms wide in the darkness to offer you a blank canvas of possibilities, asking you just one question. Are you dreaming big enough? Capricorn doesn't play small, and she plays for keeps too. What do you wish to accomplish, and what mark on this planet will you leave? Major themes: achievement, accountability, responsibility, goals, structure, wisdom, success, manifestation, and integration or integrity, excuse me. What long-term intentions can you set today? How can you commit to giving them time to grow? What long-term intentions can you set today? Can you commit to giving them time to grow? I would say this 2022, specifically the last like 6 months, has broke me down. And I have finally given into something that I definitely thought I would not give into in a long time when it comes to thoughts of my future. And when I say given, it's like, buying a car with cash in full or getting an auto loan. That's what I mean by giving in. Like giving into the thought that I may have to get an actual auto loan to get what I actually want. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to terms with these things. And I'm also coming to terms with actually making tangible goals rather than just being lofty and hoping that I just figure it out by being lofty, because that's a great air sign quality of me. It's endearing, but I need to utilize this Capricorn energy and ground down. So I've actually have set long-term intentions, and I can set them today. And I can commit to giving them time to grow. I can be patient and be excited about the cultivation that I'm making every day by going to work, being stable, doing what I need to do to be open to that final goal. And this literally has taken me years to be open to something like that again. Do you have any thoughts on what long-term intentions you can set today, Jenna? And can you commit to giving them time to grow?
Mm. The time to grow part, for me, I've always, it's the now part, like how, I'm one of those people like, how can I manifest this and right now, and how can I set things in action to make it happen?
Mm-hmm.
And there's times where I don't know that answer, or or maybe there's a direction where someone will help me. So it's just one of those things where how do I do this to make sure to put this into fruition, basically, or my goals.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think for me, I would probably see. I'm with the animals almost every day, and for me, you know me, like it's like for three, since everything happened, since I haven't had a break, and I'm getting to where I'm getting ready to go on a break, on a vacation, basically. And it's a I know it's my fault. I mean, I'm the one who's putting it out there and just doing it, but like I myself is like I'm getting to where I need a vacation and asking my employers to that I need a vacation. It's not that because I'm the only one that takes care of them. It just
Mm-hmm.
ended up that way, I guess. So
Yeah.
so if I go, no one will take care of them.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where I'm like, after 3 years, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna possibly, this is what I'm gonna do. This is the amount of days I'm gonna, have. Please allow me to have them. I need a break. Da, 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 da. It's just one of those things, and just that settle rest part, and how to recruit and
Yeah.
everything. So I mean, it's one of those like, how do you do that? Because you're the only one that takes care of them. I'm not complaining about my job or anything because I love it so much. But I'm getting to where, okay, I'm ready for a break now. But anyway, but yeah, it's just one of those. I have to stand up for myself and say, this is what I need to do. This is it. This is what I want to do. With the flower essences, with the crystals and some, all the essences that I prepared. How can I get that into the world? How can I do that?
Yeah.
And but it's just one of the things that I have to do and try to figure out how to get that into how I want to do that, and also take care of the animals too at the same time.
Well, it sounds
Just
like you're doing it.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's just
Well,
like I'm a little bit like, okay, now I'm now I'm ready to, do other things. Like if I go and pursue something else, they will forget about, uh, um, I won't be able to go with the animals. I'll be doing this. So it's just one of those things of how to manage both of them at the same time, I
Or
guess.
if
But
it's
yeah,
possible.
right,
Yeah,
right,
but
right.
I like that because you do have long-term intentions with your crystal bowl healing, facilitating, with your flower essence healing and facilitating, with your mentorship. Like you are utilizing that break as your first step to say like, okay, I need to focus on something else that's long term for me because that's my future and this is what I'm doing now and I love it. But I also need to make sure that I could take the steps towards that. And by doing that, I need to take this time off, is what I'm hearing, what I gathered from that.
Right, yeah. Yes,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh,
So it's
awesome.
just really up to me of seeing, okay, guys, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, now I'm going to be this way for just a little bit. I'm just going to go back and forth. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I just have to figure out how to do this and how to to make sure that I still have a job and it's still that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
just try,
It's
but, but
one
yeah,
step at a time.
yeah.
All right. So the next question. Are you doing a good job of balancing work and rest? I didn't even read that question before you had told that
I know.
story.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say this week, maybe, kind of. Maybe I've been doing an okay job balancing work and rest, but normally, I would definitely say I've been more on the rest side for the last few years, recovering. And not that I don't work, but like if I don't have to work full time, I won't. And so but it's because I'll overwork myself.
Right.
Like I'm like an all or nothing. So finding the gray between work and rest, that's what I'm working on.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe I'm doing an okay job. What do you think? What do you think about you? Or do you think you're doing an okay job?
Um, I do have to find that balance because sometimes I kind of crash after I get done. I kind of crash, and then sometimes I go into town, and then by like an hour, like I'm already tired. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just one of those things. But it's just I just you know then I have to come back here because I have to feed a cat. So like I spend a couple of hours in town and then come back to feed a cat. So but yeah, I just want. So I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. But yeah.
so it sounds like you and I both need to work on balance, which is fine.
Yeah,
And
yeah, most definitely. I mean, I'm okay. I'm still learning. We're constantly learning, constantly. But yeah, I'm.
Marshall says balance is key, but rest is necessary and reward is growth, so all positive.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely.
I know for a fact Marshall does work very hard and very diligently and probably a lot more than the majority of people. But I know he also knows how to rest well as well. Reward equals hard work. Yeah. Yeah.
And also that fine line between. I don't want to say the word workaholic, but it's just one of those. It is that balance, I guess. But yeah.
Hey, Heather. We're on our journaling prompts for tonight's ceremony. And the next question that we have for one of our journaling prompts is what gives you the most satisfaction? A job well done, taking a trip, learning something new. That's a tough one. What gives you the most satisfaction? A job well done, taking a trip, learning something new. It kind hmm.
Hmm. Between the second and the third one, taking a trip for me, or
Those are all
you know,
really good options.
Yeah, I would say just driving is relaxation too. So that's a
I think I might be with you. I think taking a trip might be my favorite because I like all of them.
right.
But like between a job well done versus taking a trip versus learning something new, I think I would get the most satisfaction out of taking a trip because I get a break from life
Is
while I like.
that right? Yeah, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Are the expectations you place on yourself reasonable? Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe. I think they're reasonable because I am very much inspired by other people. And I feel like if you're inspired, that it's innate in you and it's natural, and you're inspired because it's something that you recognize through someone else's actions. And so, are the expectations you place on yourself reasonable? I think to a certain extent it can be. I feel like, you could only do so much before you can't because maybe you need to learn or you need to practice or maybe you're just overloaded. So I would say the expectations I place on myself reasonable? No, not all the time. But am I excited about them? Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Janet?
Hmm. I think hmm, that's a tough one. Um, I think so. Um, I would say sometimes too. You know, yeah, I would say sometimes.
Is it kind of like depending on what it is that from like the expect like what it is that you're working with?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Most
I
definitely.
understand that. So it's situational. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Marshall says option 4, creating a blank. Insert whatever you want for yourself. Thanks. Things improve your life. Do you want to expand further on that, Marshall? Things improves your life. I'm a little confused. All right. So I do want to share that the PDF that I'm using. Oh, Marshall wants to join the video. Do you want to join the video, Marshall? Do you really want to join? I don't know. I just want to shout out that it's from sagegoddess.com. She has a ton of free content on her website. Definitely go check it out. Blah, blah, blah. Sagegoddess.com. I just wanted to plug that. Thank you, Jana, for pointing me her way. Jana's a rock star tonight, or always, Okay, so that's it for our journaling prompts. Thank you so much for joining us, Marshall. We really appreciate you holding down the divine masculine. And Jana and I wanted to wrap this up with just sharing a little bit about maybe like our why we wanted to do the new moon gathering. I kind of touched upon it just a little bit, but you know, we have been working out and moving our bodies, and I just kind of want to share a little bit about like what that means for me in a body mind spirit aspect, and why it's important for me to share just a little bit. Marshall's known me for a few years now. I'm like 2017, so a little bit less than I've known you, Jana. And he knows kind of about my body, mind, spirit aspect, but I want to share with everybody else that could possibly watch in the future on why it's important for me to connect with like-minded people in a spiritual way, and why it's important for me to have sister healing groups and circles, why it's important for me to move my body, and why it's important for me to be on top of my nutrition. So, long story short, okay, I'm going to really reel it all in together because this could take forever and I'm not going to do that to you. Um, Long story short, mental health is wealth. And moving my body is one of the ways that I help with my mental health. It's vital for me. I have a lot of fire in my chart. I need to move my body. If not, I pop off. I get angry. It's not good. It's not pretty. And also my body just puts on all my emotions. It just like holds my emotions. It's like, here, let's stick them all on. And when I'm working out, and not only when I'm working out, but like when I'm working out with the specific programs I'm working out with, I'm being encouraged, I'm being inspired, I'm being reminded of mindfulness and mindset work. And I've used mindfulness and mindset work with spirituality for a long time to try and help balance the holes inside of my soul that I feel every day of being a human being. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that's always been consistent for me is moving my body in a loving way, loving myself, showing up for myself. So I think that kind of like encompass everything I want to say in a short term. But I've been working with Beachbody on and off for over 10 years. They've rebranded themselves to BOD, and their new mission statement is there is no such thing as a Beachbody because everybody has a beach body. So I really love that because it worked more with my flow and the thoughts of getting like-minded women or men to work out with me. So that way we can create a tribe of people that not only support their spiritual aspects, but support the physicality that come along with it. The one thing I left out was food. Okay, that's what it was. I knew there was something I was forgetting. So I've always like thought of myself as like, oh, I want to be this hippie girl and I want to eat like healthy and I want to like raise my vibration with food and all these things. And I struggled with it. I struggled really hard. I'm an emotional eater. And finally this year, I don't know what shifted in me, but I was able to show up for myself and I was able to do it. I have finally worked through it and I started with the starch solution. I did this 10 days Mary Mini diet and I only ate rice for 10 days, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and I had non-carby veggie with it, 50-50 plate. And I'm wondering if I did like maybe veggie soup at the same time as well, like before, which is probably what I did, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, I started with that and I made it through those 10 days and I dropped 10 pounds and I was like, whoa, I haven't been able to budge this hormonal weight I've been dealing with at 35. It started to creep on around 30 and here I'm at 35. And nothing's been working. Everything I used to do before wasn't working for me. And I was just so upset. So the fact that I dropped 10 pounds in 10 days, I was like, this is a miracle, Jesus Christ, hallelujah, I'm ready to do this, let's show up. And I did. And then I lost 10 more pounds, and I dropped 20 pounds in a month without moving my body, okay? And I was like, whoa, this is like amazing. And then I was so motivated for my weight loss that I started moving my body again. And that's when I was sharing online, like, here's my transformation from just my food, and I'm going to start moving my body again. Who wants to join me? And Jana was like, yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. And I was like, hell yeah. I was like, do you want to do starch solution with me? You know, like, this is what's been working. I know you're down with this. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. And I was just like, this is so cool. This is so amazing to find something that worked so easy and so fast. And I know that through us moving our bodies and building strength and creating muscle, that it's not just beneficial for me, it's beneficial for anybody that has struggled the way that I have struggled. So that's kind of the little gist that I wanted to share about what I'm doing, why I'm here, why we're hosting this new moon gathering. And I guess I'll roll it over to Jana.
So like when you said, "Oh yes, I'm gonna do this and this," I was like, it was right during Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and so that's the whole food when everyone fixed food and stuff. So I'm like, and then on that day I was like, I think did I start on Thanksgiving Day? I remember, right? I think that's what
Yeah.
happened. We started that, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, my body just felt so light. It's getting lighter, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really working this time around. And I was mentioning to her, like, I was like, well, I don't know what's so different. And I realized what happened for me was it was, it about finding your people, finding people that will help you, you know, for me. And I basically was like, okay, this is it. You know, I totally switched around my mindset and done away with a blockage. I remember, I think I I wrote you and I said, I had a blockage and now I'm able to do this
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, it was like really like that little, you know, that little hump that I thought wasn't going to go away. You know, it was for me. It was mainly the people around because I had to leave. Um, it was years ago, but I had to actually leave, and I had to accept. I actually really had to accept myself, as in like this is where I'm going to be at. I am here in Shasta. I am doing this. I'm doing this. You know, and still to this day, I you know, it's mainly the animals too that have really brought me here at the same time. But it was basically that, with basically letting go of that past and just didn't. I was around people who really helped me. I thought they did, but they didn't. So I think it was right when we connected in 2015,
Mm-hmm.
and then
It was.
we kind of like had that rhythm, you know, randomly, you know, talking to each other over the years, and you know, and now and until now. But I think it was that blockage of saying, I'm here now, basically, and like how that how that happened, basically, and how I'm doing now is basically, you know, the key is moving the body. It really is, and the food too. I mean, the food is the main sort, you know, putting what's in your body too. But I think for me that blockage was like um, the people. It was like I like, you know, I am ascension. You know, it was more like I want to become the best version that I can possibly. I want to shed what I need to be. I mean, this is what I was having a conversation like. This is what I want to do. I want people to actually see who I really am, and
Yeah.
then go from there, and then like try to figure out and to be all that I am. You know, just to have that right there, and then just go and just keep on, you know, shine my light, and and go on from there. Well, anyway, yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying. Like it's nice to have a platform and a I don't want to call it a product, but just a platform to utilize to spread your light to more people um, that may need that.
Yeah, yeah,
So if you don't know if you don't know who Jana and I are, we both are healers, and you know there's this saying called "healer, heal thyself," and you know that is the biggest journey. Oh, my phone is going to die. It's at 1%. We're going to have to wrap this up. That's the biggest journey in life. So if you guys want to join us, I'll go ahead and pop a link in the description. You know, or just PM us, DM us, whatever. You'll find us to join. But starting January 1st, I at least will be starting XB Sweat and Sculpt by Beachbody. It's a 4-week program. It's a dance program. It looks so fun. But thank you so much, Jana. I appreciate you so much for holding this space and sharing it with me.
I appreciate you too.
All right, guys. We'll see you next new moon. Bye.